Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp. And today we're going to be looking at how those odds have been acting up for the game between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All righty, man. So lines makers opened this one up, favoring the Broncos by 11 points. And that was bet down to -10, and now in some cases we find it at -9.5. Bills, they took that game against the Browns 10-26, and the Broncos got that win against the Chiefs on the road 29-16. Deal here is both teams don't really inspire much betting confidence. The Bills are 7-5 straight up and 6-6 against the spread, while the Broncos are 9-3 straight up, but also 6-6 against the spread. I really don't know. I mean, I don't like betting against Peyton just because every time I do, the fucker screws me and I always end up losing my bets. But, you know, when I look at Kyle Orton and the Bills, it just doesn't inspire confidence either. You know, I really don't know what to expect out of this one. You know, the line's already started to drop a lot. Maybe if I would have gotten that line at 11, I would have taken the Bills. But still, you know, I've taken, you know, other teams with 12, 13 points, and I still get screwed over when I bet against Peyton. I don't know, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, completely different situation. Unlike last week where we saw the Ryan Fitzpatrick revenge game, I don't think we're going to see the Kyle Orton revenge game in Denver this week. But that being said, has Denver's defense really given you much confidence of them against the pass this season? No. So, I mean, at least I think it's something to think about. Not something I'm going to really dive deep into. But, you know, yeah, it's hard to bet against Peyton here with any team. And I give the Broncos pass defense crap, but they have been a little bit better as of late. So then again, you know, at 9.5, 10 points, that's still a lot at this time of the year. And, you know, Buffalo's defense has been really good this season. I mean, they get after the quarterback well. Their secondary is still really good. And they could potentially give the Broncos trouble here. And you're right. I think you should be very conflicted on how to go on this game because I think that you are very valid to be very conflicted on this game because I think it's going to be a lot more interesting than some people think. Man, I would love to go Bills plus 10 here. I can't bring myself to do it. Maybe I need another half point or something to convince me. So, folks, if you see the line go up, I would say go after the Bills. But at this point, I think I think the line is probably pretty sharp right now where it's at. But if it keeps going up, I would definitely see Buffalo as a solid play here. But right now, the money seems pretty even right now, so it doesn't really seem like the line could move anymore from now.
Yeah, man. Now, the deal here is we've seen in the past how Peyton reacts when he's actually being pressured and rushed. And you brought up a great point. You know, the Bills' defense is actually starting to play a little bit better, and they do have that tendency to actually rush the passer. And we know that Peyton just kind of tends to mentally collapse, I would say, you know, when he's under pressure. I'm thinking that could be a big factor in this game, considering, you know, if Buffalo can actually build that defense up. Problem is, if they rely too much on the defense, they're going to wear them out. They're playing in Mile High, and every time any other team goes to Mile High, they just, you know, get screwed over by the altitude, and they run out of stamina, they run out of oxygen, and, you know, by the third quarter, they're all huffing and puffing, and they don't have anything left out of them. But, you know, if they can have a nice balance between the offense and the defense on the ground, then that would be very interesting to see if they can bring the pressure and keep it constant on Peyton. You know, they might be able to shut down that pass game, and in which case the Broncos, they might have to rely on C.J. Anderson to actually run the ball. You know, that's what I'm thinking. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, it's an interesting point. It's going to be a really good game. You're right. Buffalo's defense, it could be in danger of running out of steam late in the game. That's always a possibility as you see teams going to Mile High. But then again, you know, the Broncos, I think, are still going to have to beat this defense in the first half too. I don't think they could. If this game is close at halftime, I don't think the Broncos are going to. Let's just say it's within 3 points at halftime. I don't think the Broncos are going to cover the 10 points then. You know, they're going to have to rely on still having a lead at halftime to beat this defense because I think Orton's going to still be able to at least have a little bit of success. And, you know, you have to look at the Broncos defense too as a potential area of weakness for them. So, yeah, I right now I'm laying off the spread. I think laying off the game entirely. Until we see some more movement. But I think about it. I'm more and more. You're still talking here, and I can't bring myself to really like either one of these sides.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, we definitely got to watch this game just because of the fact that it might be an interesting one to watch. Considering that if the Bills do get at Peyton Manning, we might see him get sacked a few times. But besides that, you're right. I mean, this line just doesn't really inspire you to actually bet on it. And like I've said before, man, anytime I bet against Peyton, I just get screwed out of my money, man. So I'm just going to watch this game and enjoy it with a nice beer, man. And hey, Jordan, I hope you do the same, man. And let's do some more talking about football next week.
Yeah, I think this is the fourth game of this week that has a spread of 9.5 or more. And there's a correlation here. If you watch all these videos, I think we don't like any of them. Just go with the games that have a little bit better of a spread than these huge spreaded games here.
Yeah, I agree, man. All right, man. Take care.
All right, thanks, bud.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.